We just start. So, uh, good day to you. Uh, Today it is our webinar of the PFC World Council of Experts on June the 4th of June 2024. Today we will discuss something about how to be successful in business in the case of Filipino homes. This is a great opportunity that we have Mr. Anthony Orais Luterio, who will be the founder of Filipino Homes, to tell us. And he is the uh, man of our prototype how to develop the business very strongly and very successfully. So it is an honor for us. As you may know, PFC is the World Federation of Real Estate. We have 70 countries in the world. And in PFC, we have different provisions and we group into different council. We have council of developers, all the big developers are together. Council of valuers, council of property managers, council of brokers, and Council of PropTech, very new PropTech. And I'm the president of World Council of Experts. So I'm also sit at the board member of the PFC. We just have our PFC World Congress, annual World Congress in Singapore just 2 days ago. And today we have our uh, webinar on this, how to be successful in business, the case of Filipino homes. So let me just go straight ahead to the question. First of all, let me thank Mr. Anthony Orais Luterio, the founder of Filipino Homes, who give us the valuable time on this. So just the first question, could you kindly tell us about the history of your empire, because your business is really big, so I just call the empire. Kindly tell us, please.
Hi, good morning, Doc. It's my honor to be invited by Dr. Supun, okay, one of the most popular real estate appraiser broker in Bangkok. Okay, so I'm excited with you, Doc, to
Glad
have
to have
this
you.
conference, this dialogue where we can share each other, learn from experience about how we handle our business also. But anyway, direct to the point, the story of Filipino homes. I am actually into the direct selling business before, where I started in 1994 doing direct selling. And, while I'm traveling, because I've been involved with a very big multinational direct selling company, and I am their speaker for 16 countries. And while I'm traveling, most of the Filipinos approach me and they're interested to buy the real estate properties in the Philippines. So while I'm selling coffee that time, why not I'll do extra business for real estate? So that is one thing that sparks in my mind. Why not? Actually, it's not conflicting because I have coffee and real estate is different. So we started to think to involve with real estate. So the story behind Filipino homes is after doing research, okay, after doing research that why our Filipino doesn't match or link with some of the brokers because there's no such big realty abroad or in the Philippines who are doing marketing abroad. And that is the time that sparks in my mind, why not create a brand? Why not create a realty that will be marketed abroad? So that was the start. So I talked to my wife and I told my wife that, yeah, why not we'll start real estate? And she approved it. Then I went to America. I studied the business. I enrolled. In fact, I stayed in the US for 7 months just to enroll how to really take advantage of real estate opportunities. So I have to understand the basic of investing, building network, how to make money as a broker. So I saw one of the missing link in the Philippines. One of the missing link in the Philippines is
What is it?
No brand. No
No
brand.
brand.
Because if you look at America, if you look at in Europe, there are big international brand, right?
Yes.
You know already those brands, okay?
Yes, sir.
So this big international brand actually create value. So
See.
they have network, they have a lot of offices, and they create a system. So in the Philippines, and it is timely in 2006
Uh,
because the market is starting to go back. It
I
was
see.
just timing. Business is all about timing. So
I
it
see.
was timing that when the real estate business is going back, and me as a entrepreneur, I just took advantage on the market. So I saw that there are a lot of OFW sending remittance. And
I
if you
see.
look at the remittances that they sent, the time in 2006, it's 8 billion US dollars.
Oh, a
So
lot.
today, it's 32 to 36 billion. So imagine
Oh,
the opportunity. So half of that is during my research is intended to buy real estate. So there's so many Filipinos really want to invest in the Philippines. So to make the story short, we built a brand. It was first my family name,
mm,
Leuterio Realty. So
I
until
see.
one day, I need to go global. I had to change it. So we changed it in 2016. That was in
Filipino homes.
2016, Filipino Homes. Yes, correct.
Great.
So Filipino Homes is just a new brand where we want it to be competing with the multinational, the national, international brand.
Mm,
So today we're so happy. We developed a system. We invested with portals. In fact, every portal that we invest more than 100 million, 2 million US
oh,
dollars. That's
a
not a
lot.
joke.
Mm,
That's the reason we have our in-house programmers, we have our team, and we invest in training.
I
So we
see.
invest in training in Harvard, MIT, Oxford, because we want to stay on the top of the game. And the only
I
way
see.
to become successful international in the international landscape is you have to go to abroad to
And
look at
yeah,
how they operate.
I see.
So
Mm,
that's
that you are,
the story.
I see. Teaching also earning a CPD accreditation as well.
Correct. So
I
we
see.
enrolled after how many years, become a CPD provider, and
Oh, very good.
also I become a speaker for the real estate. So it is an advantage for
Mm,
me getting all those new learnings in the
mm,
industry. But the secret is just keep on doing new things that is
yeah,
really applicable to today's time.
I see. Today, how many real estate brokers or sales agents are working with you, or how many staffs are working with you so that we can understand the empire?
So anyway, we're growing every day, Doc. In fact, this month we're hiring a call center company, call
Oh,
center agents, because we're doing it 24/7.
mm,
In fact, in the Philippines, maybe I'm the only realty company that is doing 24/7 operation. So
oh,
agents wise, we have 11,000. Brokers wise,
oh,
we have 600, more than 630 brokers. And we have about more than 45 appraisers. Yesterday, we just created an association because
uh-huh,
we're so big. So we
uh-huh.
want an association that we want it to be aligned in our vision of our
See,
company. So our staff, we have more than 160 secretaries
oh,
in our company and
I
94
see.
offices.
Oh, you have a service for 24 hours. This is amazing indeed. And roughly, what are the major sources of income stream from brokerage or from appraisal or from property management or anything? Could you kindly tell us about this? And if you don't mind, this empire normally, what should you invest a lot of hundreds of millions of dollars something to develop the program, so the revenue every year should be a lot. Can you kindly tell us briefly about that, sir?
Yeah, honestly, Doc, to operate Filipino homes is not a joke. We're spending more than 2 million US dollars a year
Wow,
just to operate
I see.
the company. Office, support, training, events, every events that I have, we have to spend more than 1 million pesos. So that's
Wow.
how costly to
Mm,
operate Filipino homes. But the value of our company and the reason why most of our agents are so loyal, brokers are so loyal because they give them the best value that they will
mm,
receive. Because nobody, no company in the Philippines today, in the real estate world, that will
mm.
give them so much value from training because it's all free. The
I
portal is
see.
free, CRM is free,
Mhm,
rent.ph rental is free, property management. We give all the free business in the Philippines. And that one is the edge of Filipino homes because we want to help this country.
So the turnover or turnaround people maybe not many. They come and they stay. Mostly not go away and help you develop your company.
Exactly.
I see.
Yeah.
Uh,
So if you look at Filipino homes for the last 16 years, okay,
uh-huh.
our organization, most of our leaders are staying here 12 years, 13
I
years.
see.
Mostly they stay more than 10 years. And
I
they don't
see.
resign because they can save money. Instead, they will operate their own realty company, which is very, very costly. You know that.
See.
So
Mm,
they just use the system. And
uh,
what we do is we'll just give them, we just ask a certain fee for the company which is even the most competitive in the industry today, all over the world.
I see. So the main thing is the system that you create so that you can attract them and also the commission. What is the commission base? Some country maybe 80-20, 60, 40 or something, or sometimes maybe 90-10 or something.
Average commission differs from the commission that we receive because
Uh,
most of the developers they give us higher commission.
oh,
So
I see.
if you are big company in the
Mm.
Philippines, you have the advantage of negotiating
Ah,
of commission. So example, in the Philippines, the commission is 4 to 5%. Then sometimes Filipino homes get 6%.
mm,
So now our brokers, they are not cut in their commission if they have their own realty. If they have their own realty, honestly, in the Philippines, we did a study though. The
mm,
the expenditure, the commission that they have to spend to operate is 2 to 3%. So
uh,
if you the developer is giving you 5%, you have to spend 2% to operate. So what is
uh,
remaining to you is 3%. So when they join Filipino Homes, they get all the commission, they get all the incentive, and they just give us 1%. So that is
mm,
how the operation work with Filipino Homes. So it is a very exciting opportunity that all of them save money, less
mm,
stress. We have the
uh-huh.
system that we will provide for them.
Oh, great. Wow, I heard that you are one of the top taxpayers in the Philippines. Actually, you may be something like Elon Musk. You are developing and get very rich within a few, say maybe 16 or 20 years only. That is great. So, could you tell us about the tax? Because you have to pay a lot. You have contributed a lot to your country as a great fellow countryman. In this case, what is your views?
Thank you very much, Doc. So what is so exciting because I was born in a squatter area. I don't have a parents. My mom died at 9. My
Oh,
dad
sorry.
disappeared at the age of 10. So I
Oh,
live in a squatter. And one of our dream is, everyone wants to be rich. Okay? So
mm,
it depends on what they want. Rich in life, rich in friends, rich in money. Okay? So me, I want to change my status. I just want to improve my life and help the country. That's one of my dream because, while you're living in this world, you have to also leave something behind that at least you help the country, you help your family, you help the community. So the only way to help the community is pay tax properly. And I am very proud as a salesman from squatter, from nothing, that I become the number one taxpayer in our area, especially in Cebu. There's two parts in Cebu. We have the south and the north. So in the south, I'm the number one taxpayer, and I'm also the number one taxpayer in the Philippines for the brokers category. So how much when tax was computed, okay, the way how it works is they get all the commission of the agents and they less the tax. That's why I was fighting to change the industry's tax reform. So how does it work? Every broker today, okay, must have split commission. So that will not carry over to your commission, because when you get all the commission in the Philippines, you are taxed. Then plus, when you give it away, the share of the 80% to your agent, you have to also tax it. So there is double taxation. What's happening in the Philippines? So one of the reform of Filipino homes is we want to unite the industry, and we have to have a big voice to help each other. And the only way to do that is you must have some big realty company organization to unite to really change the system of the industry's tax reform. So I call to all of the real estate brokers in the country that this is the time to help each other. Okay, and there's so many things that we have to change. The RESA law, which is an old law that needs some reforms also. So but I'm happy that you invited me to talk here. So at least some brokers also will be enlightened in the Philippines, Doc, that Filipino Homes is here to be inclusive, to help the country and unite the Philippine real estate industry.
Thank you. You are very exceptional indeed. I believe that to properly pay tax is better than to do philanthropy, because that is just some press lifting. But if you pay tax, it means that you contribute directly to the society. And can you kindly tell us, if you don't mind, your education background, what did you study to be today?
Doc, I'm a computer science. I graduated Bachelor of Science in Computer Science, and I'm a programmer. And it is an advantage for me that I'm a programmer while using technology in the industry, real estate. So since there's no money in programming, so there's money in sales. So I diverted myself to sales, and just I just so happy with the Lord that He guided me to an opportunity that I can even help the country more, and also because of my talent in people skills. Because as a real estate broker, we need to develop our people skills, how to manage people, how to develop relationship, and how to manage your organization. That is very important in every broker, because brokers are managers. Brokers are not sellers. That's the problem with our country today. They thought that when they become a broker, they will be selling. But you have to manage organization. There's more money in managing people than selling real estate.
Yeah, you should be entrepreneurs or have a lot of people skills instead of being selling products or something. And what about your family? Do you how many kids you have right now?
Yeah. Yeah, I have four kids, though. One of my daughter, four, four,
Yeah,
and
productive.
yeah, I mean they've been helping. I'm happy that they are not forced to join my company, but they just love this company because every time we go out, they join me in my meeting, and they always hear me talk, and I give them a cell phone to enjoy themselves when they were still young. And after that time, they saw that there's a very nice opportunity to also help, because I inculcated in my family the value of helping and sharing what is received by you. So what happened is my daughter, Mayan, is handling now rent. One of my daughter also is handling our digitalization of Filipino homes. My son who is now a Navy in America. I just want to send him to America so he will be trained to discipline soon our company. And
I see.
one of our son also is what the assistant of my wife who's been managing the boarding house because we have a lot of buildings and boarding houses in Cebu.
Yeah, this is a professional family business, not only family business, but very professional and well planned. Yeah, very good. Great indeed.
Yeah, and
Another
my wife
question.
is
Yes.
managing the staff. My wife is in our company managing the staff for the salary of the employees. So basically, it's a small family business, but
Yeah,
we're happy that all of my employees are actually well compensated, and we travel abroad every year.
I
My
see.
employees, we close
Mm.
for 5 days.
Yeah, last time you came to Thailand and maybe sometime again. Oh, in August 31st to 38th to 31st, if you decide to have our booth, free booth in our event, you may kindly bring your wife so that I can meet and pay respect to her as well.
So, Doc, when my schedule will be aligned, in fact, I'm
Yeah,
excited to go to in this coming August so we
yeah,
can meet up
yeah.
for our organization. And because we're going to Italy, no, we're
Uh,
going to Spain.
I
So
see.
we have a trip with the organization. 68 of us are going to Europe.
I see. Yeah, great. Uh, that should be the good time to for touring as well. And we have around 100 Myanmar people here, and Vietnam and India, Bangladesh and Laos and the Philippines and some
How many
from
attendees,
Cambodia.
Doc? How many attendees?
Or maybe around uh, uh, 600, but from abroad
Wow,
maybe around
wow.
300-400, but mostly will be in Thailand. Those in Thailand maybe 1,000 too, so that they can see all the booths and also enjoy the
Yeah, I can.
session,
I'm
speaking
excited
session.
to do a booth. I
Yeah,
will take a booth.
yeah,
You
that's
give me
free
a
for you.
proposal.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Thank you
Yeah.
very much. Thank you very
No,
much.
no worry, no problem. Because we just like the people to see different opportunities. Maybe they can join you in
Yeah,
selling
sure,
something
sure.
in
Yeah.
Dubai or somewhere.
August 30, right?
Another, yes, sir. Another question is, so in brief, what makes you so successful in this business? Can you kindly summarize a little bit on this?
Yeah, I mean to be successful, honestly, Doc,
Uh,
is everything starts with a vision.
mm,
So why are you doing your business? That's very important. Like
mm,
me, why
uh,
I'm doing real estate because one of my objective is to help Filipinos. But I need a business that can help more Filipinos. If I
uh,
open a restaurant, yes, I can help cooks, staff, but I cannot maximize helping more Filipinos. If
mm,
I open a coffee shop, I can be limited to helping Filipinos. But when I saw the opportunity of real estate, when I have this vision of helping, I
mm,
can help both ways. I can help the people who will be buying. So by giving them the best real estate properties. And also, in the other hand, I can also help my
mm,
agents earn income and lift up the livelihood of every Filipinos who are in doing the system of Filipino homes. Number two,
mm,
you have to have discipline.
mm,
Remember, all of us have goals. But the question is, how do you execute your goals? How do you execute your strategy? Because most of the businessmen, when they join a business, they get so many disruption, right? We,
mm.
we have so
Yes.
many disruption. There's opportunity for renting. There's opportunity for brokerages. There's opportunity for doing appraisal. There's a
Mm,
big money also there. There's opportunity to sell project selling. But the question is, when you get involved with real estate, what
mm,
do you want to be? That is the most important thing. Do you have the discipline to focus? Do you
mm.
have the discipline to end what you started? Because the
I see.
problem is you have to focus with your organization. Number three, you have to create a system. Very, very important. Because real estate is not an easy business. Believe me, it's not easy. In fact, it is so hard. Okay. It is, people think it is just selling. No, selling is just part of real estate, but you have to create a system, educating them, teaching them. And the question number four, do you have the patience? So you have to have a patience to educate people, to teach people, to monitor your organization, the people who do bad things, the people who do good things. Do you reward the good people? And how will you do the bad things? Now, if people have done bad things to you, how do you decide? So in our company, Doc, okay, just to tell you frankly, we have a one-hit policy. If you
What is it?
do one bad thing, you're kicked out.
I
Even
see.
if you are my best friend. Two of my best friend in my life, when we were still 12 years old, are kicked out in my company.
I see.
Yes.
What's wrong?
They're, yeah, I mean, they steal
Corruption or
money,
something?
they lie. Yeah, I mean, when people see money, they
Oh,
change.
I see. Yeah, that
And
is.
greed comes in, they
I
change.
see.
You don't have to be greedy. And I told them, minimize your greed. In fact, you don't mislead,
I
don't
see.
lie, and don't steal. That's the most important.
Mm.
And number five, very, very important, is get support. Get
Mm.
support of your family, get support of the community, get support of your members. And by getting support, that is what we call branding. That's where
Ah,
you create your brand. Because branding takes a lot of things, di ba?
mm.
So if you look at our company, it's people are so popular. I mean, they knew Filipino Homes. It's so popular. They always think about it. Very
Mm.
successful company. But to do those things, education, mission, goal setting, the patience, getting the support of the family, community, it's not easy.
I
So,
see.
so bottom line, all in all, it boils down on your attitude. That's the last thing that
Oh,
I'll
I
share to
see.
you. Build
And
an attitude,
yeah,
Doc.
what is your age, sir? I did not forget. I forgot to ask you what is your age now?
Yeah, Doc. I'm 53.
53. Ah, you are the same age as Elon Musk. So you are Filipino Elon Musk in real estate, indeed.
Thank you, thank you.
53.
But
I see.
I am very far with Elon Musk. What I
Uh,
want is I just want to be simple. I
uh-huh,
just want to be an ordinary person in the
uh-huh.
Philippines, but
Great.
at least a person that helps thousands of millionaires,
Uh-huh,
helping Filipinos, buy
uh-huh,
their own house and car.
uh-huh,
Because I don't have an ambition to become a multi-billionaire. My
good.
ambition is to create the most number of millionaires in the Philippines. That's my ambition. So
Wow,
at least I
great.
can touch people's lives
Uh-huh,
in my own little way from a squatter perspective. Imagine a
uh-huh,
squatter
uh-huh,
from nothing
uh-huh,
and helping building the community in the country.
uh-huh.
But
Yeah,
going back,
definitely.
Doc,
Mm,
the one that you asked me,
mm,
everything boils down with attitude.
uh-huh,
So attitude is a big thing in
uh-huh.
success.
I see.
Now, you have to be kind to other people. You
Mm,
have to manage your jealousy. Because the problem
mm,
with people, when they see successful people, they become so jealous, which is wrong,
mm.
especially in the real estate industry.
I
When
see.
people become successful, you make them as an idol, you make them
Yeah.
as a model, you make
Uh,
them as their inspiration. Correct?
yes. But normally,
You,
sometimes they just gossip. They just say bad thing or something because of jealous, as
yeah,
you said. So
correct.
when you
So
sell, yes, sir, go ahead.
So it's very important not to be envious, but the
Uh,
most important, get inspired with
I see.
people who are successful and you do your own thing.
Hmm. So I went to Tondo slums to conduct survey. And from the airport, I walked to the area through slums on the way back to Bangkok or something to take photo. But very safe, no problem, because in the imagination maybe something else. But I conduct several surveys in different countries on this as well. But your proportion of income came from first-hand selling or second-hand selling. So what is the proportion for first-hand home or second-hand home? Sir?
Okay, very nice question, Doc. In the Philippines, if you look at the country, this is an emerging country. So an emerging
Yes.
country needs to have new homes. So
Oh,
most of our new homes, our first homes are mostly 70 to 80%. So we
I
are
see.
not yet in the secondary market. The secondary market now accounts to, in the Philippines, maybe accounts to 25%. In my
Oh,
opinion,
I see.
getting the survey in the country, but maybe around 20% below.
Uh-huh.
So since the most of the cities in the Philippines are still new, there's so much land and there's
Uh-huh.
so many affordable lands, then that's you can see so many developments because there's so many Filipinos don't have properties yet.
Oh, I see. This is different from Thailand. In Thailand, now we have around 1.3 million unoccupied housing units. In Korea, 1.5 million. In Japan, maybe 8.5 million. In China, 50 million. So we have oversupplies, but in Philippines, in Indonesia, we still have housing demand. So this may be different. And one another question is, what is your plan for the future developments for Filipino homes?
Our plan, one of our biggest plan is we're opening offices in 25 countries.
Oh, 25 countries. Wow.
Yes. So this year, we are starting an office in Dubai.
Uh-huh.
We're opening in America, in Las Vegas. We're opening
Oh,
also in Japan. Soon
mm,
we're opening in Bangkok. Okay. So,
yeah.
and we will be opening also in Europe. Okay, so
Uh-huh.
as of now, our goal is 6 countries this year. Next year, maybe another 4 to 5 countries. So in the next 2 years, there will be 10 countries that will be operating. So we have a new program, Doc. We call it Global Partners.
Uh-huh.
So Global Partners will be the Filipino Homes Global Partners. It's a new technology in the real estate industry. It's a new system I
Uh-huh.
invented to help
Mm,
more Filipinos connect each other.
uh-huh. And when you have the one in Thailand, don't forget to let them become our member of FFC Thai, chapter of
Yeah,
FFC in Thailand. Yeah, please.
sure.
Yeah,
I will
thank you, sir.
be a member with Piabzi in Thailand soon.
Oh, thank you, sir. And will you bring your company to the stock exchange or something, sir, in the future?
Publicly, no, not yet, Doc. I
Yeah.
don't have plans for
No
that.
idea. Yeah,
But
we'll
there's
do
so
that.
many, but
Uh-huh.
there's so many big companies now. They
Uh-huh.
for the last 10 years, they
Uh-huh.
want to invest 1 billion for Filipino homes and 1 billion for rent that PS. So many investors,
Mm.
billions of investors are lining up
Uh-huh.
to join our company, but we're not open for investment yet because we're doing
Uh-huh.
good. Okay, so we've been helping so
Yeah.
many Filipinos.
If in the case of developers, they may need funds, but for you, you can generate fund yourself. That is maybe different. And will you bring? And are there any threat for your business and how to tackle with them for the threat of your business? Any competitors or any other threat that involved in running the business in the future?
Actually, if you look at threat in the business, it's on your perspective. Okay, like me,
Mm.
I'll tell you a story. I'm so
Yes,
focused on my company. I don't look at left. I don't look at right. I don't look
uh,
at other companies.
I
I just
see.
look at them as my inspiration. If they're doing good,
Great.
I copy them. If they're doing good, so I copy. There's almost three big companies in the world. We have Remax, Keller Williams,
Uh-huh.
Century 21. We always look at them as our inspiration. So what if we will just copy whatever they're successful? So we're a company, we call it copycat company. So we copy, when you become successful, we copy your talent, we copy your system. So that's how it works, Doc. It's not good to look at them as your threat. You look at them every time as your inspiration. That's my advice to all of our brokers and real estate practitioners.
Great. Yeah. Actually, when I heard, I think in the future, maybe I may bring mine to be in your empire. But the thing is, for myself, I'm just very sometimes Colliers or some other firm also contact us, but we are just doing valuation and happy to do that. And I'm not good in selling or we are entrepreneurs in real estate, so
Right.
we just stay simple like that. Another thing, sir, is it possible for other Filipinos or other people to be successful like you, to build a great story like you? Is it possible to do that? How to, if it's so, how to do that?
In my opinion, as
Yes,
long
sir.
as they don't destroy other people, they can
Uh,
be successful too. You know, the
mm,
problem with Filipinos sometimes,
mm.
they destroy other models, they destroy
Oh,
other people to make
I see.
themselves good, right?
Wow,
So it's not
too
good.
bad.
So if they
Mm,
want to become successful, don't look at other people. You look at them as your inspiration. And
uh,
my advice, Doc, basically to all brokers, think on your capability. Okay. So this is how to become successful, though. If you're capable of
uh,
investing, like me, I invested hundreds of millions in Filipino
oh,
homes
I see.
every year. Huh? It's not a joke.
Uh,
Okay. My
mm,
convention, I spent more than 18 million for my convention. I
yeah.
raffle house, I raffle car, cash.
Uh-huh.
But if you are a broker
Mm,
and you think you have the capability, okay, capability, meaning you
yes,
have the funds, you have the energy,
yes.
and you have the resources, all of this, then you go for it. But if you don't have all of those things, then my advice is affiliate with big companies, because
Uh-huh.
big companies will bring more opportunities for ordinary brokers.
Mm. I heard my friends in in Malaysia. He's one of the president of the association. He sell his company and come into the big affiliation. That may be not a good idea. And for core knowledge, for value, for core knowledge for brokers, what is your idea? How to tell them what should be the core knowledge for brokers to be successful, sir?
So first, they have to ask themselves,
Uh,
why are they doing this? That's very important. Like you know, you know why you love what you're doing? Because you love teaching. And I know your passion,
uh,
passion of giving information, the passion of networking, and you love networking. You are so happy with networking,
Thank you,
with
sir.
networks with FIABC, network with other people. So first I ask them, what do you want to be? Very important question. Okay. Number two, if you want to really become successful in real estate, you have to have so many patience, because dealing with so many transactions, it's not easy, because sometimes one transaction will last 6 months. In fact, I
Wow.
have some transaction docs, one
Mm.
year. It took me one
Oh,
year. Yeah.
mm.
So I just sold more than 800 million transaction
Wow.
last year, but it
Uh-huh.
took me one year to close that.
Uh-huh.
So, but having those experience with my 11,000 agents
Mm.
really helped me. So with Filipino Homes agents, they have already cut the problems of all the experience, because we have
Mm.
thousands of experience, we
I
have
see.
thousands of situations that they
Mm.
cannot experience those things, so they can be successful faster. So that's
Mm.
the advantage of Filipino homes.
You
So
said, yeah. Thank you.
yes, doc.
Another thing is, you said you have 10, 11,000 agents. How many brokers? You said something 600 something?
600, yeah, 630, Doc.
30, and another say 50 or something valuers, appraisers.
More than my last count yesterday is 35, but I think we have more than that.
I
About
see.
40
I see.
appraisers.
Great. I see. And in the Philippines, you have how many branches? Only in the Philippines.
94, Doc.
I see. And say in the future, the atmosphere of politics and economy in the Philippines, will they affect your business somehow or not, or how to manage in the case of politics and economy to your business?
For me, I think some system of Filipino homes was misunderstood by the regulations of
Oh,
the industry, especially in the PRC and also from the government perspective. But I think I am doing the right thing because I follow the law, the RESA law.
I
Okay.
see.
So one of the issues before that was thrown to me is the 1:20, one broker to 20 salesperson. So that was in section 32A. But I'm happy to share you though that
Yeah.
the 1:20 ratio is for the partnership and corporation.
Mm.
So it's not for the sole proprietor.
uh, I see. So one brokers will take care of 20 agents. You have more than 600 brokers, so you take care a lot indeed. This is a great proportion for
But
you.
but you know, if you hire your or if you build your organization in every 100 agents you hire, only
Uh,
20% are productive.
Really? Oh, law of 80-20 something.
Yeah,
I
the
see.
80-20 rule always prevail.
I see. And what about the staff members working in your companies? How many of them, like accountants,
A lot,
maybe
a
some
lot,
other?
a lot, a lot. Um, I don't know if you've seen last 2 days ago, we trained more than 28 for doing accountancy. I mean, doing
Oh,
accountings in our company. So we have two types of accountants. We have the
uh,
in-house accountants and we have the secretary accountants. So if you
uh,
look at the secretary accountants, it
uh,
numbers from 50 of them, more than
I
50.
see.
But if you
Uh,
look at our secretaries, from our company and also from the team leaders because we also help build, give them secretaries. We have about 180 secretaries today.
oh, so your general staffs might be at least maybe 300 or something for the
Um,
whole.
including us, maybe 200 plus. 200
Oh,
plus.
very good. Great. Uh, uh, Last things, before last, if the government, if the president invite you to be a minister, will you accept that?
If I have the time, yeah, why not? To help the
Um,
country
uh,
and
you
change the
can help the
policy.
country.
Yes, yes.
Mm, I see. Great to contribute. And last things, any other recommendation for youngsters who want to be in real estate business? Can be brokers, salesperson, appraisers, valuers, or property managers, or something. They are even developers. How? What is your recommendation for those youngsters who want to come into this business? Please.
Yes, Dr. Supon, thank you very
Yes,
much
sir.
for inviting me here. And one of my last statement that I will give them to have their minds open. One
Mm.
thing, number one, very important, dream big. You have to dream big. Number
Uh,
two, you have to capture what do you want in your market, niche market. If you're a developer, what type of projects? Housing, condo? Where do you want to start? If you're a broker, you have to keep on learning. What type of broker you want. You want to build your organization, or you want to become a sole proprietor broker, meaning you just want your own time. And the most important is build relationship with all of those things. Like me, Doc, I don't stop building relationship. Every day I build relationship with the developers, and I also build relationship with my team. So by those things, because as a newbie, okay, for the newbies, you need to understand the market also. That's number three. Understand the market. Where the market is heading. Is it heading to luxury market? Because there's so many types of market, right, Doc?
Yes.
There is low-cost market, mid-market, high-end, luxury market. So where do you want to focus? And those will goes to the developer and also to the agents, because agents don't understand. When they just doing real estate, they thought it is just about selling. It's not about selling. It is understanding where you want to focus. Like us, we are now focusing on rental, and we're focusing on new project selling. So that is our concern. I mean, that is more our focus. And my ending is don't stop learning. Keep on learning. You know, last month, Doc, I'm proud to say to you, I have 27 of my team leaders just graduated a program in Harvard. I think I'm
Wow,
the only
great.
one in the country today that
Very
I send
prestigious.
my 27 brokers to Harvard for 3 months, and they learn how to understand building network, communicating as a leader, managing organization, and keeping on time what is the need of the market today.
Oh, you spend a lot indeed for 3 months. Wow. And Anas, would you say something about the rental market and also the selling first-hand market? What is the proportion between renting and selling, sir?
Now, May Ann, my daughter, is managing the rent. We're really we
Maybe,
grew 10,000% for the last 6 months, 6 years,
wow.
10,000%. So
Oh,
renting now is now
70%.
covering 30 to 40, no, more than
Oh,
30 to 40% now of our
oh,
market. Because if you look
okay.
at the Philippines, though, it's a tourism country. So
Uh-huh.
so many people come here, they rent
Mm,
out Airbnb and long-term and
mm,
short-term rental.
okay. Oh, so you rent for those tourists as well. Not I see some condominiums. Every condominiums there are room for rent. I went
Yes,
to
yes.
rent some there nearby my Thai embassy when we went to conduct some housing survey in the Philippines in Manila. I also rent a hotel just nearby. Even my friends from the Thai embassy in the Philippines, they did not know that name, but there are so many room for rent. Oh, great. It will be okay. And any last words for you, sir, to tell us for our participants here who come from different countries, please?
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Supon, and thank you very much, Pepsi International, for having me. So my last word is all we have to do is we work together as one. That's the most important. And because if you look at the world today, Doc, the world today is becoming smaller because of technology. So imagine we have now a simple discussion. You're in Bangkok and I'm now in the Philippines. We cannot do
Mm,
this before. But
mm,
because everything is becoming smaller, all we have to
yeah,
do is work together,
mm,
use the strength of every individual, and
mm,
make the country, the whole world, the whole universe a better place for real estate.
mm. Great. You have a very great vision indeed. So thank you very much for your uh, 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 time to uh, talk with us, and we learn a lot from you indeed. I think this is one of the best webinars that our FFC World Council of Experts organized in this year. So all the best to you and contribute to the Philippines and also to real estate and also to the world as well. You are very amazing indeed. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Yeah,
Cảm ơn
thank you, sir.
cả, Doc.
Yeah,
Ha,
welcome.
God bless.
Yeah, yeah. Bye bye, sir. Thank you.
Bye-bye.